I was about to say, I was hoping I didn't do it, and I didn't. I just wanted to make sure. The guy who watched The Simpsons. Oh no! It's lagging. Damn, yeah, it's quiet. Holy wait, there's no delay. There's like 0 delay. Yo, what? So, hang on, let me show you my call books. This is PC Amateur. This is mine. My longest contact, 6,000 kilometers. Let me show you. Oh yeah, I talked to N0WRL, which is the owner of WRL. I follow him. I have 1 QSO with him. And it was over Echolink. But I still got it. I talked to my dad. This was my first day of having my ham radio license. Keep that in mind. You can hear my phone, can't you? Because I have myself in. I'm casually leaking my name. Fuck. Yeah, it doesn't appear that there is anybody on here. Worcester. It's trying. It's really trying. There we go. Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Zulu Lima. Listening. Two likes, one watching. Let's go. W person with the like. I liked. Yeah, it has 2 likes. One from me and one from somebody else. I have 3 viewers. How are we doing, viewers? Do we have some ham radio ops in the chat? Yeah, there's nobody here. Whitman! New Hampshire. Is there any Vermont ones? It'd be nice if I clicked. Hang on, so if I go on Echolink on my phone, can I like try and make a contact myself for like a testing? KC1 ZZ. Wait, change location. Connection failed the KC1 ZCL. Because it's me. What the fuck happened to all my viewers? In Norwich, Vermont. There's probably 0 people on here. Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Lima listening. Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Lima listening. Holy shit, it's empty. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. I really don't want to interfere with that. Alright, chat, where should we go? Where we head? Have it stream pings. Why was he given the puller roll? Who gave him action log? By who? Going to California here, chat. Okay. So I can't just... Saskatoon! Jesus Christ, I've never had to scroll down. Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Zulu Lima. Listening. Who the hell is Derek? Oh, what I click? Huntsville.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 licenses. Oh, congratulations. You want a sticker? All right, on. Congratulations, good job.
Shout out to Ham Radio Crash Course. Yeah, with all these people on like All Star IRP or everything, it's just empty. It's just empty. Just empty. Like it's gone. Reduced at Adams, nothing there. Yeah, Echo tests.
Welcome to the EchoLink test server. This server records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust your transmitted and received audio. Please feel free to connect as often as you like.
Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Zulu Lima testing. Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Zulu Lima testing. There's a fire alarm near me. On Park Street in Adams. Oh yeah, it's pretty simple. KC1 ZZL testing. KC1 ZZL testing. Now, conferences. Amigos do Brasil. It's New England. Oh, wait. Scheduled next Aries and Skywarn. Okay, not what I thought it would be. What is New ENG? New England. No clue what that was. I don't want to connect to that again because there's like nobody on it. My question is, what would happen if I plugged in my radio to my computer? Let's find out. I'm pulling on this cable to plug in my radio. Oh. USB device not recognized. It's my radio. Yeah, it doesn't realize. Okay. Christ, it's stuck in there. Jesus. There you go. Turn on my radio. St. Thomas, Ontario. Cannot Mount Tabor.
Can't believe it. You get a freaking DMR radio like that.
We got someone.
That sounds that good for $80? Because I've heard some real crap cans, man. Real garbage. And this thing was awesome. So yeah, if you have a hotspot, you don't need like an Anytone or anything like that. That thing kicked butt.
That's amazing. Well, I had a Belfang 1801, bought off Adam, WD1HM. It had nothing but mic issues, so I had to hack it apart, solder it, and I can't remember how I came to fix it. He's got a 1701, and then I bought a Radtel. You're going to laugh at this model number, RT4D, Radio Tango 4 Delta. I said it was R2D2's little brother. Anyways, it was $52, and it was phenomenal. It had 1,000 memory channels.
1,000? Damn.
Put, I think it was 16 channels a zone, which worked fine for all the repeaters up and down the state and the hotspots I wanted. And it was good. It was very small. It's like 2 inches wide by 4 inches high by about 1.5 inches thick. And it was just a small compact radio. Then I had too many radios. I had like 15 of those Radtels, and Adam, WD1HM, that likes DMR, bought that off me. And then Jack bought the rest of the Radtel radios. But, the programming was the quirky part on some of those Chinese radios.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Rich mentioned, he says, no, he says the only thing you want to do with the Retevis is you need to reflash stuff. There's a specific, I've heard of it before, it's an upgrade, and you can upgrade them. It's not necessarily the firmware. I think it has something to do with the firmware, but it's a specific model number, and it's like cross-platform. You put it into a lot of these radios, and it really helps. And I didn't realize it, but I mentioned to him, I said, the 168, I don't think I can load the worldwide contact list in there. He says, yes, you can. He was looking it up because he asked me what radio I was on. He says, that thing sounds banging. The 168 sounds awesome. It's a great little, DMR radio. I don't like the receive on it compared to the 878. It's not as mellow because the case is very thin. It's very small. It's tiny. It's about the size of this Retevis RT85. You can clip it to your shirt. It's not heavy, super light, but it's kind of teeny sounding because the case is small, But he's like, yeah, you can stick that in there on that Retevis DMR, and it changes it. But he was mentioning, he says, no, he says, you can get the full contact list in to that 168, so I just did that too. Because I do talk to guys. Some of the talk groups, they're international. Even though they're stateside here, a lot of internationals come in, the UK and stuff like that. And it's nice to see the ID. K1GMM.
that is cool. I didn't know that
Oh, he
168 would
tapped
take the
out.
500,000 contacts or whatever the hell they call it, like the 878. At least I have the 878 with the green button, which will, but the one before I had was a blue button, which would only take like 250,000 contacts or 200,000 or something stupid. It was, and I bought the green button version, the UV2 plus whatever, for the extra few little GPS APRS features, and the features that it gives you are so minuscule. I'll never.
Thank you. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you. Connect Echo Test.
Welcome to the Echolink test server. This server records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust your transmitted and received audio. Please feel free to connect as often as you like.
Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Zulu Lima testing. Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Zulu Lima testing. Okay, so it does work. I need space to talk.
Welcome to the Echolink test server.
I just
This
disconnected
server
from you.
records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust.
Alright, how do I go to my favorites? Oh, at the bottom? Oh, that's fucked. Back to Mount Tabor.
YSF, Brandmeister, TGIF. There's a whole ton of them in there. I can just switch to, I have it available in the hotspot as well. But I mostly use, I'm on TGIF and Brandmeister. And, boy, Brandmeister is kind of antiquated, isn't it, compared to TGIF? Still like,
Alright, let me try and get knuckle in contact from a... Whoa, that's hot. Hot tamale, holy fuck. And current FFK to shard to your favorites.
Kilo 1, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Kilo.
Kilo Charlie 1 Zulu Zulu Lima listening. Settings, name. Whoopsie. Guess what? I know it's not me. KC1ZMZ, this is KC1ZZL. Rich, you out there. Nothing heard. KC1ZZL. Be clear. Connect.
You know, I don't
Back
even
to taper.
use my
Yes.
G70, not even for ABS. I used to take it with us, went for rides. I'd stick the Diamond SR77 1-red 10 on it, stick it over on the dash, and let it beacon away. But now I have the 300 that does APRS, and where do I go? So today I went to McDonald's, got 2 breakfast sandwiches, and I got 2 for the homeless guy across the road that sits over by Valvoline Oil Change. I gave him the 2 sandwiches. First time I drove all week, I just was not capable of driving. I'm afraid that if I drove somewhere, I was going to crash into somebody, kill them, or kill me, you know? But no, what good is all this technology if you don't use it, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I figured too. I mean, I just use the UV5 RH for APRS, and I got a 40-watt brick in there if I want to smoke it. But I changed out the antenna on the iGate, which provides a nice overlap through the valley here, you know, coming from Manchester, where you go through the Notch and Emerald Lake, and you
Where
get up
is this
through
note?
South Wallingford. If you're throwing a little bit of power, like 10 watts, it should pass all the packets between you and Equinox. You know what I mean? Because you're running a digipeater, right?
I know, it's just K1.
So, and I know it picks up your packets because I see it in real time on the display downstairs at the gate. So it's picking up packets that you're getting, and you're re-beaconing. Also Equinox. But if you're running low power on APRS, it's going to have a hard time hitting one or the other. So this provides a nice overlap, especially for people traveling through. It's a ground plane with a high gain whip on it, and it's up about 25 feet off the side of the house. So it's I think it's working pretty good. I've been doing some testing with it, and with no amplifier, and it seems to work good.
And even HF from your vehicle, so you can talk all around the world.
Yeah, I hope that my iGate digipeater isn't interfering with yours. I know I turned the power down. Remember, it was at 50 watts, and you said you could hear a little bit of it coming across my repeater, so I turned it down to 20.
Oh, somebody unliked it?
And, well, I just watched it. Just somebody was iGating something. Somebody sent something out, received it, and then the blue light went on, which tells me it iGates it. So, yeah, mine will digibeat or iGate it, send it through the internet. So, if you do a handshake with it, you make contact with it, then it knows you're there, and if somebody sends you a message, it sends a message directly through you from the internet. And then if you send a message to, like, say, Seamus or Todd out in Washington, Oregon, it iGates it. And
We're going to Chile. Oh, fuck it. We're calling CQ. Country is English only. I cannot speak any other language. Yeah, somebody just started speaking French to me. Wait. M3 NHP. This is KC1ZZL. Hello? M3 NHP. This is KC1ZZL. Like, he didn't say anything. Mitros. Oh, call sign not registered for CQ. I can do CQ right now. Let me guess. I can CQ myself. Alright. Let's do this. Call CQ countries. Allow any. Call CQ. I can't. I cannot CQ myself. That's also turbo illegal. Fuck you mean call sign not registered for CQ? Fine, I'll go do the United States call CQ. I don't know what it means, call sign not registered for CQ. I've never seen that. Can I try to go back to that guy? Hang on. Where's in QSOs? M3 and HP. Connect. Huh? Does he not exist? Five, six, seven in the drum. I guess it actually comes with more. Brother. ATC. What the fuck? Yeah.
Thank God, I'm starving. Can you recommend a good place to eat, honey? Oh, absolutely. What do
Subscriber only. I'm not doing that shit. That guy's a CB guy. I don't even know how you do that. Metro area.
Well, that'd be kind of fun. I haven't heard that guy for years. If he can get in there, it'd be great. But I was gonna see if I turn it back online. We'll see if I'm getting it. Right now, it looks like there's nothing getting to Central, so we'll have to check it out. Okay, so you were just getting into Central, but then when you went east,
This is not ham radio stuff. Live in 2 days. 2 days is Monday. Oh. Yo, Tom and Jerry. Yo, what the fuck? Ham radio. Let me do a live. Ham radio hack. Okay, this looks like, to me, like this is 3D printing, not ham radio. That's me! I'm on ham radio! If you search up ham radio and then you go to live, I'm there.
Portable communication. Sending data off grid using the G90, Clockwork Pi.
Is that? No shot. Yeah.
NA1SS, NA1SS, Kilo Bravo 8 Mike. NA1SS, NA1SS, Kilo Bravo 8 Mike. Kilo Bravo 8 Mike, NA1SS, Atlantic there aboard the space station. Welcome aboard. Thank you much, 73.
Today's letter in Morse code is A. This is what it sounds like. A. And here's it repeated.
Practical Cobb sent me a jump. This isn't.
This button is illegal. Watch what this does. That's an 1800-degree plasma.
For those of you that saw the video that Freddie Mac's part in.
Hell no, I am not coming back to that radio club. You know, the treasurer.
Yeah. I'm not getting nothing. I'm not getting anything. Alright, I'm gonna end the live then. Bye-bye. See you guys later.